brothers and sisters. I'm Thomas. Today I'm going to share with you an exhortation message taken from the book of Luke, chapter 12, verse 35 to 40. Let us look into these verses. I'm reading from NKJV version. Let your waist be girded and your lamps burning, and you yourself be like men who wait for their master, when he will return from the wedding, that when he comes and knock, they may open to him immediately. Blessed are those servants whom the master, when he comes, will find watching. Assuredly, I say to you that he will gird himself and have them sit down to eat, and will come and serve them. And if he should come in the second watch, or come in the third watch, and find them so, blessed are those servants. But know this, that if the master of the house had known that what hour the thief would have come, he would have watched and not allow his house to be broken into. Therefore, you also be ready, for the Son of Man is coming at an hour you do not expect. So reading from this parable of Jesus, you might have wondered, there are similar parables which is the same as this parable. Perhaps the parable of 10 virgins. Both parables rhyme on the same theme, which is Jesus coming back the second time, and also what we should be doing. From this parable, where we can see it in verse 36, it says that the servant, which is us, should be ready for the master, which is Jesus. When he comes back, we should be ready to receive him immediately. Now the question is, what should we be ready for? Of course, we should be ready for the Son of Man coming back the second time. This is obvious in verse 30, it has been explained. The thing is, to be ready for what? What is the thing that God requires of us to be ready of when he comes back the second time? So, what we can find some clue in the book of Micah, chapter 6, verse 6 to 8. Let me read to you in NKJV versions. With what shall I come before the Lord, and bow myself before the high God? Shall I come before him with burnt offerings, with calves a year old? Will the Lord be pleased with thousands of rams, 10,000 rivers of oil? Shall I give my firstborn for my transgression, the fruit of my body for the sin of my soul? He has shown you, O man, what is good. And what does the Lord require of you? But to do justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God. So from this verse, you actually see that what does the Lord require of us? To do justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God. 3 things. And when we walk out these 3 things out, we are actually walking out the gospel already. So these are the 3 things that God wants us to be ready of. Or in short, it's our account of life that God is looking at when he coming back. So we should be ready to give an account of our life. Whether our account of life, we perform justly, that we love mercy, and we walk humbly with God. Now, looking back at this parable, there is one thing that is very interesting. Let's look back at the verse 37, which says, Blessed are those servants whom the master, when he comes, will find watching. Assuredly, I say to you that he, here means God, will gird himself and have them. Them here means the servant, which in this case, us. Sit down to eat, and will come and serve them. Wow. When you read this verse, it really brings some weight to you. That God will come and serve us. The prior verse, verse 36, is saying that we should be ready when God comes, and we will immediately able to receive him to come in. But after this next verse, which is verse 37, it says that the reward that we will have from God is that God will actually sit us down on the table and serve us. And we have seen this example as well in Jesus' life. where he volunteered his life on the cross. This is also a form that what the Master, which is God himself, have give up his own right, being God, to serve us. And you might also think of when Jesus washing the disciple feet. It's also a form that the Master humbled himself to serve us. So, looking back at these verses, looking back at the parable, we should be ever ready to receive God, to give an account of our life to God. When it comes the time when Jesus comes, we would not know, but when we would know this, we would be ready. Well, I leave an interesting questions for your thought. What would you be doing? Practical things that you would be doing before Jesus coming back. Thank you.